Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We have so much to talk about after this Monday episode of Days of Our Lives. Let's just dive right into the madness because Salem is absolutely spinning right now. And let's just start with EJ DiMera because I am honestly so exhausted by this man and his massive, fragile ego. Last week, we saw him totally blow off Jada at the police station. Jada was trying to interrogate him about everything, the missing Kristen, the stolen letter from Gwen, all of it. And he just completely shut her down because she had no proof and no warrant. And it was so classic EJ, just smug and untouchable, sitting there in his expensive suit. But now, today, the tables are turned and EJ is the one doing the interrogating. He is demanding that Dr. Rolf explain himself. And you guys, the sheer audacity of EJ in this scene is just wild. I mean, Dr. Rolf literally figured out a way to bring people back from the dead. That is a major scientific discovery. Most people would be saying thank you, or at least being amazed. But no, not EJ. For EJ, it is not good enough. Why? Because Rolf hasn't figured out how to bring people back from the dead forever. So EJ is standing there yelling at this mad scientist, acting like Rolf just messed up his coffee order at the Brady pub. He is furious that the resurrection is temporary. It is unacceptable to him. What were the writers thinking, making him this arrogant? Actually, wait, no, that fits him perfectly. EJ has to control everything, even death itself. But it's just so crazy to watch him cross-examine Rolf like he's in a courtroom. Doctor, Rolf has a lot of explaining to do, apparently. I just sit there watching this and I'm like, who actually believes this is going to end well for EJ? You don't just yell at the guy who holds the keys to life and death. But EJ is panicking. His whole plan with Lexie is falling apart, and he needs someone to blame because EJ can never ever blame himself. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him because he is losing his sister-in-law, but honestly, his ego is just out of control. It's always about what EJ wants. And then we have Kat and Marlena. Oh boy, Kat's missing memories. We have been dragging this storyline out for what feels like forever. Kat knows that she and EJ shared something, like some kind of deep, dark connection while they were both patients at that clinic in Italy. But she just can't remember what it was. It's been driving her crazy. It's been driving me crazy. Marlena has hypnotized her numerous times already. We've seen the soft voice, the deep breathing, the counting backward, all of it. But they haven't been able to dredge up much of anything useful. Just fragments. A blurry face here, a weird feeling there, just little pieces that don't make any sense at all. But this time it's a little different. Today's session was intense. You could see it on Annalyn McCord's face. She was really selling the trauma and the confusion of being trapped in your own mind. This time, Kat goes back to the past, and she actually comes back with real information that is going to completely affect her future and EJ's future too. What did she remember? The show is being a little coy, keeping us on the edge of our seats, cutting away right when she gasps and opens her eyes. But you just know it's going to be a bombshell. The fans on social media have been theorizing for months that maybe EJ confessed all his crimes to her while he was in a coma, or maybe they were secretly married. Whatever it is, Kat finally has the answers. And this is going to change the entire dynamic of her ISA mission. She has the leverage now. She isn't just fumbling in the dark anymore. So while this corporate and spy drama is happening, we have the absolute gut punch of the Carver family. I am still crying. I am literally wiping tears off my keyboard as I type this. Abe and Theo had just gotten Lexie back. After all this time, she was alive. They had their family back. And now they are forced to say goodbye to her all over again. It is just so incredibly cruel. The writers really decided to play with our emotions on this one. They thought it would be fun to blame EJ for it, Abe and Theo. I mean, they wanted to channel all their grief into rage against EJ. And you can't blame them. EJ is an easy target. He brought her back, he kept secrets, he hid her in the tunnels. It's easy to be mad at EJ. But then Lexie did the most Lexie thing ever. She admitted that she forced EJ to keep her diminishing condition a secret from them. She took the blame. She told Abe and Theo that it wasn't EJ's fault, that she made him promise not to tell them she was dying again because she just wanted a few happy days with her boys without them treating her like a dying patient. And that just broke Abe. You could see the fight just drain out of James Reynolds. It was phenomenal acting. They were forced to stop distracting themselves by being angry at EJ. They had to drop the anger and just accept Lexie's demise. They had to sit there and hold her hand and just let her go. And it was so hard to watch. Theo is just sobbing. Tyler Joseph Andrews broke my heart today. He was begging his mom not to leave again. Short punches of dialogue. Don't go. Please, not again. And Abe is trying to be strong, but he is just shattering into a million pieces right before our eyes. Lexie passing away is a massive loss for the show. Nikki Crawford did such a beautiful job bringing her back for this short stint, but knowing she is gone forever this time, it just hurt. It feels like the end of an era. I know we are used to people coming back from the dead in Salem, but this feels final. Rolf's serum failed. The magic is gone. Lexie is really gone. But then, in classic soap opera fashion, we get the circle of life trope. Because right as Lexie is taking her last breath, we cut to Chanel and Johnny. Chanel is in the middle of this terrifying, high-risk labor. We saw on Friday how bad it was getting with the bleeding and the panic. Kayla had to kick Paulina and Lonnie out of the room because it was getting too dangerous. It was sheer chaos. But today, despite all the terror and the cancer complications and the lack of an epidural, Chanel gives birth. She and Johnny welcome a new life into the world, a beautiful baby girl. And the juxtaposition of these two scenes, Lexie dying in one room and this new baby being born in another, it was heavy. It was clunky in places, like the editing was rushing back and forth between the sets and the tone was giving me whiplash, but you get what I mean. The emotional impact was definitely there. So Lexie passes away just as Chanel and Johnny's daughter's being born, which, once again, makes us all think we know exactly what they're going to call her. I mean, come on. They haven't named the baby Lexie, right? Or Alexandra? It is just too perfect of a setup not to do it. It's like the writers are trying to tell us that even though we lose the people we love, life keeps going. It's a bit cliche, I know. Maybe I'm being too cynical. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but it actually was a really beautiful moment. Seeing Johnny hold his daughter with tears in his eyes while his Uncle Abe is crying over his wife down the hall. It is just the kind of generational storytelling that makes Days of Our Lives so special. But I am so worried about Chanel. She is still in critical condition. She didn't get to hold the baby for very long. What if she doesn't make it? I can't even think about that right now. I refuse to accept a world where Johnny loses Chanel. So where do we go from here? EJ is going to be on a warpath because he feels helpless. He couldn't save Lexie. He is losing control of Kat, and he is lashing out at Rolf. Kat is armed with new memories that could destroy EJ's entire life. Abe and Theo have to plan a funeral while grieving a wound that just got ripped wide open again. And Johnny and Chanel have a newborn baby while Chanel fights for her life against cancer and blood loss. It is just a messy, chaotic, beautiful disaster in Salem right now, and I am here for it. I am exhausted. My eyes hurt from staring at the screen for too long, but I am so invested. I just hope they don't drag out this cat and EJ's secret for another 3 months. Give us the payoff. We have been waiting, and please, please let Chanel be okay. Paulina cannot handle losing Abe's wife and her own daughter in the same week. That would be too much trauma even for this show. The fans would absolutely riot. Anyway, I need to go process all these feelings. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you crying over Lexie? Are you annoyed with EJ? Just tell me everything.